Blue Jays fans, coming into today, the Blue Jays have not really been in a good spell. They've been lost 2 or 3 to the Red Sox to this point. They're only 2 games over 500 at 50-48. And we hadn't heard a peep out of Ross Atkins, Mark Shapiro, or anything about a potential deal, a potential bullpen arm, pitching arm, somebody to help improve this team moving forward into basically the rest of the season. Well, they go out there this morning, and they bring in left-handed closer Brad Hand from the Washington Nationals in exchange for Riley Adams. And before we talk about who we got, because I know everyone's jacked up about it, let me tell National fans who are here, which I don't know if there will be any here, but if there is, I'll tell you about Riley Adams. From what I can tell, from his minor league stats and from his very minimal time in the big leagues, he's got home run power. He's a big catcher. He's 25 years old. However, from my personal opinion, there is a lot of swing and miss in his game. If you watch him play, his swing is probably one of the most uppercut swings I've seen in the big leagues, in my opinion. And in the big leagues, in the minor leagues, that can play, right? Because they're going to throw a lot of meatballs, you get that uppercut swing, it's going to be a lot of home runs. But come to the big leagues, totally different story. He had not succeeded. I think he just barely hit over 100 in his 30 games in the big leagues this year. I think in AAA he only hit 230 something. So again, he's nothing really special. Again, with a new team, with a new coaching staff, new regime, you never know. He could find a way to make it all, put it all together and be an amazing player. You never know. But from my take, from what we've seen from the Toronto Blue Jays, is nothing too crazy. But all the best to Riley Adams. I hope he does figure it out. I hope he does become that great catcher because the guy deserves it. He's been through a mission in the minor leagues, so all the best to him. Now, Blue Jay fans, who did we get? Well, we got left-handed pitcher Brad Hand, who, I hear from National fans he's having a down year. And if a down year is a 3.59 ERA, 21 or 22 saves in 42 2/3 innings, and he has 42 strikeouts and only walked 14, that's like a diamond in this bullpen for the Toronto Blue Jays. And he throws from the left side. He's a 3-time All-Star. And he's a flippin' closer. 21 or 22 saves in the year. In the article, Ben Nicholson-Smith wrote he wrote 22 saves, and on the score it said 21. So I don't know who to believe. But either way, it's in and around there. And look, Jays fans, it's just another add to this bullpen. Now, the problem with that is he's only on a 1-year deal. So it's basically a rental type contract. Does that tell you the Blue Jays they're going for it somehow? I mean, it seems to me they're trying something. Again, I still think they're lacking a starting pitcher, Jose Barrios. But because we're all hearing the Jays and quite a few other teams are linked to Barrios. So are the Jays willing to give up that pretty package for a year and a half of Barrios? Because he basically made it seem very clear that he's going to be hitting free agency at some point. He's not going to re-sign with whoever he goes to. Now, Jays fans, we have a way of kind of grooming players and making them love us. And you get a year and a half with the guy, maybe that thing can change. But if you get a Barrios, you bring in a Brad Hand, you have this bullpen, you have this offense. Things might look a little different now. However, you have to make that deal happen. The Barrios one is tough. But back to Brad Hand. I love the trade for the Toronto Blue Jays. You're not giving up a top-tier prospect. Yes, he's the ranked 17th prospect in the Jays system. The guy is 25 years old. If you watched him play, you can clearly see that the holes in his swing are massive. And he's already 25. So it's not like he's a prospect, in my opinion. Yes, on the prospect list, he's listed at 17, but he's not actually a prospect. And the Toronto Blue Jays get a legit reliever from the left side. So no Ryan Borucki, no Tim Mace. You're going to have three left-handed pitchers now in your bullpen, which gives Charlie a lot of different options now. You have Richards, Simber, and Romano from the right side. Now the bullpen's looking a little bit different now. The bullpen's looking a little deeper, a little better, more experience with Brad Hand. I love the deal. It's a very low-risk trade that can do very good things for the Toronto Blue Jays. And the crazy thing for Brad Hand, he doesn't have to go through the Buffalo Dunedin nonsense. Because Jays fans, the Blue Jays are back in Toronto tomorrow against the Kansas City Royals. Obviously, tonight is a In my opinion, it's a big game. I mean, it doesn't really mean a lot standings-wise. I mean, it could if Oakland loses and blah, blah, blah. But either way, you end this game on a W. You split the 4-game set in Boston. You come back to Toronto, 3 games over 500. You have a set with Kansas City. Everyone's pumped to be home. They'll have 15,000 loud and proud in Rogers Center tomorrow and throughout the entire weekend set against Kansas City. The players will be hyped. It's going to be a different atmosphere. It's kind of like a new start to the year. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And Brad Hand's going to jump right in the mix of that. So it's good. I'm pumped to have him here, and I can't wait to watch him out there in the field. Kind of like the same feeling I had when we got Adam Simber and we got Trevor Bridges. Kind of that breath of fresh air that we got another guy, a proven guy, and a guy from the left side who can close games, not just a mid-relief guy. A guy who can close games, back end of the bullpen stuff. You love to see it, Jays fans, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like the trade? Do you not like the trade? What's the next move for the Blue Jays? Because obviously under 24 hours until the trade deadline occurs and nothing more can happen. What do you think? Are you on the Barrios hype train? I don't know what the package would be. I know the Jays definitely have the surplus of young players to make a deal like that. However, are they in a position right now at 2 games over 500 with like just over 62 games to go? Are they in a spot to make a deal like that? Now, Barrios, again, he is not a rental player. He would be here next year as well. But are you willing to give up a Jordan Groshans? You know, again, your own teams overvalue prospects. And it's up to the management team, which we still have not seen them do, is trade their prospects. Now, I don't know how willing they are, and we'll be able to see in the next 24 hours if Barrios gets traded, and if he does, if it's not to the Toronto Blue Jays, what was the package going the other way? And if the Jays definitely could have done that, no problem, it tells you where the management team is at and where they are sitting when it comes to this current roster for the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, so you know what, guys, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoy the video and you're jacked up to have Brad Hand as the Toronto Blue Jays, smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the trade. Do you like the trade? Do you not like the trade? Why and why not? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, and all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tonight, 8 p.m. It's the NBA draft. Oh, baby, Raptor fans, we're hyped. Are the Raptors trading up? Are they going to stay back? Are they going to trade down? Probably not. Who are they going to draft? It looks like Suggs seems like the guy that's going to happen. I don't know. Whoever it is, whether it's any of those big 4, I'll be jacked up. And the other guys, Scotty Barnes and the Kaminga, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I can't remember. Even if it's those guys, I'll welcome them with open arms because it's a top 5 pick, and you damn well better be one. But we will open arms, welcome these guys to Toronto because it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Talk to you guys later tonight, Raptors edition. And as for the Toronto Blue Jays, as we mentioned, they play the finale against the Boston Red Sox in about 10 minutes. Ryu is on the mound for the Blue Jays, and Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for the Red Sox. If the Jays can find a way to win this game, you go back home, 3 games over 500. You split the series. You end the series on a winning note. And you come back to Toronto ready and raring to go. And I think everyone's kind of hyped up for that. So hopefully they can get it done tonight. We'll have to wait and see. I'll talk to you guys post-game, though, for sure. All right, so you know what, guys? Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.